Damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. She lit.
Hey my babies, it's Auntie Trice with another video for you. If you have not done so, go ahead and follow Auntie on all of her other social media platforms. They are going to be listed in the description box up underneath this here video. Click the like button on your way in here, my babies. That's a quick and free way to support Auntie's channel and push me through the algorithm. I so greatly appreciate it. And don't be afraid to subscribe to Auntie's channel today, because I know you're coming back and you know you're coming back. So why haven't you done it yet, my babies? I got my handy dandy phone and it's time for us to get into the tea for today. First person on the docket that we got to talk about for today is the one-man army himself, Tyler Perry. He's doubling down on why he does all of his material solo. If you've hired me to speak to my audience, then you have to let me do that. So let's get into this story. As we all know, Tyler Perry is truly a one-man army. In most of his artistic creations, he is the writer, director, and producer all at once. Many people have critiqued him for not letting other minds in the room, but during his latest press run for his new movie, The 6888, Tyler says he doesn't even read the reviews for his content, nor is he open to allowing others into his creative process. That's why the movies is garbage like that every time. I'm being serious. Oh, did I say that? Oh, excuse me. Let me keep going. While speaking with the Times of London, Tyler says he hasn't read a review for any of his work in about 20 years. Well, that explains why we don't really see anything that we tell you in any of your new upcoming pictures or TV shows, because you don't listen to us. And if you don't start listening to us, Tyler, we're going to cancel you. I'm just gonna be honest. You're going to get canceled, because it's some po-ass shit that you be putting out here, and then you say it's in the name of art, it's in the name of the people that you're catering to and your audience, but your audience has been telling you for years that they want to see something different, they want you to do something different, and you haven't done it yet. Now, if you continue to ignore your audience, Tyler, you're going to get canceled. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah, you've been doing this stuff for 20 plus years, but you got a new audience coming up now. You got a new generation of people coming up now, and they want to see something different. Keep ignoring the people that's actually out here making you money and keeping that studio of yours afloat. You're going to get canceled, and that billionaire status is going to drop to 1,000 there. I'm just going to be honest, okay? He claims he wants to keep his creative process pure, so reading outside commentary wouldn't be beneficial. You're lying. I could tell you're lying. No, you don't listen to us when it comes to certain things, but we know you be looking at them comments and reading them comments, because you add certain things that we say for you to add in your stuff when it's beneficial to you. You get what I'm saying? You pick and choose what you want to listen to. You take something good out of everything else that we've been telling you. We've been telling you to get writers. We've been telling you to do this. We've been telling you to do that. You don't want to do that. You take what we be telling you creatively, though, and you use it in your movies. You use it in your scripts. You take from the regular schmegular degular people. The regular people are actually helping you write. We're telling you what to do. And yes, you are doing it in a sense, in the way that we're telling you to do it, but you still doing it in your way. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, we've been telling Tyler Perry he needed new writers. We've been telling Tyler Perry he need help with production. We've been telling Tyler Perry he need new wigs and this and that and the third. He's not listening to that side. But when it comes to us saying, oh, you should have added this, Tyler, you should have did it this, oh, you should have said that, you should have did it that way, oh, we would have did this, that, and the third, and they start making little skits and parodies of how Tyler should have done things, he will take what y'all have said about him and take what y'all do on the internet, and he'll actually apply it in his movie. He'll take y'all TikTok videos. He'll study what y'all doing. If it's creative like that and beneficial for him in that way, he'll take that and use it in his videos. And I know y'all done seen it, but you read that them damn comments. You read what we be saying. I'm very clear and intentional on the stories that I'm telling. I'm not spending the money for you to tear it apart. You don't get it. It's not written for you. The audience gets it. So let's look at what they say. He also keeps the same mindset when it comes to allowing other creatives into the writing room. Tyler says he's not open to having others do his directing or writing because the studios are asking for him, not anyone else. If you've hired me to speak to my audience, then you have to let me do that. Now, Tyler, Now, let's go ahead and be honest and tell the real reason why you don't want any writers and producers and nobody helping you in these movies unless they're paid actors and you get to pay them what you want to pay them. You understand what I'm saying? So, let me tell you the real reason why you doing that. Tyler Perry reaps 100% of the residuals of that movie that he is producing because not only is he using his studio, he is the writer and the producer and the director. He literally reaps 100% of the benefits of that movie. You hear me what I'm telling you? That's why he don't want to add nobody else. He's not trying to break nobody else off that money. And that's selfish. I told you billionaires and millionaires don't become that way because they're nice people. They don't become that way because they helping people out in the community and give it to charities. They become that way from doing stuff like what Tyler Perry is doing. He pretty much shutting other people out and only using himself so he can get the money, so he can get the full benefits and reap and recoup the full benefits of that movie. The only people that he really got to split the money with is whoever he choose to act in whatever he's making at that time. And another reason might be true as to why he doesn't want a writer and producer and director and things of that such. He's afraid that that writer, that producer, that director might just show him up a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? Might outdo him at his own game. And he don't want nobody looking better than him on his own shit. So he ain't finna have that happening. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't finna have a real writer, a real producer, a real director come in and shame him and show us the real things that Tyler's supposed to have been doing, but he ain't doing for real. Make Tyler have to step his game up. And he don't want that. He don't want that. He don't want y'all to see that he really trash for real. But we've been seeing it with these movies. Back in the 90s, early 2000s and stuff like that, it was cool, Tyler, but it's time to step it up. That's all we saying. Step it up. Ain't nobody saying that we don't like what you're doing. The concept of your movies are wonderful. But the material sometimes is just... it's just out there, baby. And we in the clothes, the wigs, sometimes it's just out there, baby. And you need a little help. There's nothing wrong with having a little help. What I feel is you don't want to split that money. And you might be afraid that they're going to show you up at what you're doing in your own shit. And you don't want that to happen. You got to be the only star of this show. And that's okay. You got some people like that. But you keep on doing that and disregarding what people are actually telling you, you will be canceled. And that's it. That's all. Let's move on to our next story. So, y'all, next on the docket, we got to talk about the rapper Toosi and how he just embarrassed his baby mama on the internet again. He's just embarrassing. This is the worst kind of baby daddy to have. I'm sorry. A baby daddy like Toosi, I do not highly recommend. Let's get into it. Samaria Davis, who is known as Toosi's baby mama, she was posting on X, formerly known as Twitter, on her account when doing nothing, minding her own business. This is what she posted. The last Christmas list I ever sent was 15 years ago when I still believed in Santa Claus. She ain't bashing Toosi. She hasn't even mentioned this young man's name at all in her post, but he took it upon himself to post a private conversation that him and her had, showing that, yeah, you did ask for things for Christmas. This ain't you. This when you in my DMs or in my text messages asking me for shit, giving me your wish list for Christmas. And immediately when I saw this, I just started shaking my damn head. I was like, why in the hell would you post a personal message between you and your baby mama about what she sent to you? Even though she posted on Twitter that she hasn't sent out no Christmas lists and stuff like that since she was 15 or whatever. Toosi, she wasn't bashing you by saying that. She just said, I don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, so what's the point in sending out Christmas lists? You just had to come and embarrass this lady by saying, I got your Christmas list. You just texted me and said what you wanted for Christmas. That wasn't for you to come out here and say. That was actually a private message between you and your baby mama. Something that should have never been out to the public. But because you are sassy and you got bitchness in you, you decided to do this. And she popped off on the internet. She popped off. She did. She said something back to him. And she had every right to say something back to him. Let's look at what she posted. So Samaria responded to Toosi by saying, bitch, you're messy. And I couldn't agree more. Bitch, you're messy. You're a messy bitch. I can't stand messy men like you. I can't stand for a woman to be messy, but for a man to be messy, ooh, that's just that just makes my ass crack itch. I'm just being so serious. I cannot stand a messy bitch of a man. Okay, it's kind of sort of expected for a woman to do it, but when a man does it, that is such a turn off. Gossiping like girls, doing little shit like what Toosi doing, like a little bitch. You was raised by a single mother, wasn't you? I could tell by the way you posted. You can always tell who was raised by their mama. They daddy went nowhere around, showed up once or twice, maybe for a birthday or for a Christmas or two, but he was not present in the home like that. You can always tell with men like Toosi. You can tell that a lot of the fans weren't feeling Toosi how he did Samaria by the way they were commenting. They kind of shared some of my sentiments. So let's get into the commentators' reactions, and then I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary behind them. One commentator said, Toosi is probably the worst BD to have. BD, I learned, is baby daddy. Hey, Auntie, get in there. Yay! Auntie, get in there. Don't lose faith on me yet. Don't lose faith on me yet. I'm getting there, y'all. Toosi is probably the worst BD, baby daddy, to have. I said that before we started talking about this, didn't I? Didn't I say that? Toosi as a baby daddy, him being anybody baby daddy, I do not highly recommend that. A baby daddy like this, I do not highly recommend. You put strain on your baby mama. It's already strain and pressure on her raising your child as it is, being a good mother, showing up every day, which you aren't, by the way, because you're an artist. So we know you out here on the road producing whatever it is you artists do. That's what you're out here doing. You ain't at home 24/7 with that child like she is, okay? Let's put that first and foremost. So not only is she solely responsible for raising your child and making sure that your child comes out to be somewhat of a decent human being, she also has to take his father or her father's shit. Not only is she doing what she can for your child, she got to put up with your shenanigans. Why did you do this? And what example are you setting for your child anyway? If you have a son, what example are you setting for your son? What example are you showing him to be to his mom or to be to any woman that he procreates with? Another commentator said, Toosi love embarrassing Samaria any chance he gets. And it's giving jealousy at this point because I've seen him do it on other posts. This ain't his first time doing it, but because this time kind of got big because it was around the Christmas holiday, it's like really diabolical. Like, really, what are you doing? Do you really care about your baby mama at all? It's giving like, do you care about her at all? You don't want to see her shine. You don't want to see her like get no type of attention. That's that jealous stuff I don't like. That's that I don't want to see you get no type of shine or attention because he feel like if she start feeling herself too much, she ain't gonna want to put up with him no more. Point blank, period. That's it. That's all. He know if she get too far gone, she gonna get away from him. So he always got to reel her in some type of way. And it's through this jealousy and embarrassment that he keep doing on Twitter. Because it's just diabolical. On Christmas, dude. Like, you couldn't even let her have it on Christmas. Toosi is weird. Another commentator posted, Toosi a messy bitch. Why would he post that? Laughing my ass off. Yeah, he really is. We just said that. I've said that through this whole segment of Toosi. He a messy bitch. And that's not a turn on. That's not a turn on. That don't make nobody want you. We laughing at you, Toosi. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you. The next commentator said, Toosi the type of BD you just gotta communicate about the kid only. And I totally agree. You can't have no type of relations with Toosi. He's going to embarrass you. And definitely by those text messages, Samaria, you and Toosi still fucking. That's why he did you like that. Point blank, period. It's a joke. It's a whole joke to him. I wouldn't even talk to him about nothing but his kid only. You women are going to get enough of dealing with these rappers, singers, producers, movie stars, artists, period. Y'all gonna get enough of dealing with them weird ass people, because he was wrong as hell for doing this. Okay, what was his point of I'm still trying to figure out why would he do this. Let's keep going. And our last commentator said, Samaria needs to start embarrassing Toosi back, because what the fuck was that about? Like, seriously, why did you even have to say that? I've been saying that throughout this whole segment. What was the point in you blasting her out like that when she didn't say anything about you? The post wasn't remotely about you or any type of shade towards you. It was not about you, Toosi, but you made it about you when you did this, when you posted what she said to you in private. That's crazy. I don't think embarrassing him back on the internet is going to change him, because that's only going to give fuel to the fire. That's only going to ignite him more to do stupid shit. What she needs to do is just go ahead and leave him alone completely. Only communicate with him for their child. That's it. That's all. Until the child is old enough to start communicating with their father on their own, then you relinquish over the rights for them to, communicate with each other. But other than you saying what's going on with their child, doctor's appointment, school, all that stuff like that, you need to go ahead and leave Toosi alone completely. That's my recommendation. Leave him alone completely. Focus on your child. That's how you boss up on a person like Toosi, leaving them alone completely and letting them wallow in their misery by themselves, because he can't argue and embarrass himself. He's not going to do that. He's too shallow for that. Okay? So just ignore him. Raise your child, only communicate with him for the child, and girl, go get you another man. Go get you somebody else to go ride on. Go get you somebody else to go deal with that's gonna love you better, preferably not a rapper or a producer or an artist or an entertainer. Don't mess with them dudes. They're weird. Cause you get a entertainer boyfriend, you gonna be going through some stuff. I'm telling you that right now. Especially with them being well known and stuff like that. He know he's a well-known public figure out here pretty much. He knows that he's an artist out here. And he put y'all business out there for the world to see, for everybody to try to clown you, but it ended up backfiring on him. He's the one that's getting clowned. But you're embarrassed because of the fact that he posted your personal message that you sent to him. You didn't send that out to the world. You sent that to Toosi, and Toosi put that out there for everybody to see. That's embarrassing as fuck. That's one reason. That's another reason why I said I would never be with a man in the entertainment industry. If you out here in the entertainment industry, modeling, acting, all that other stuff, good on you. Go get your money, honey. But I'm not the one that's going to stay in your corner for that. I'm not the one that's going to be here for you when you have a mad day and you start putting my business out, telling people what I do or telling people what I've said. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm going to have to put hands on you. And you probably going to call the law and lock me up. I already know it. It's going to be some other stuff. And I ain't got time for that. So, yeah, dating someone in the entertainment industry, I do not highly recommend. A baby daddy like Toosi, I do not highly recommend, because there are some men out there who don't have Toosi money, but they act just like Toosi. Yeah, y'all know who you are. And don't be getting down here under the comment sections tagging your baby daddies and telling them y'all are Toosi, because I didn't say it, you did. Y'all know y'all dealing with some Toosis. Leave them Toosis alone. Them dramatic ass single mother raised bitches. Leave them alone, because it ain't nothing worse than a man getting mad and airing y'all business out on the internet. But Samaria, I am going to be praying for you in this situation, because your mental is what is needed for you to be able to raise this child and for you to be able to take care of yourself in a situation like this. So yeah, I'm praying for your mental. Other than that, that's it. That's all. Girl, you know what you doing when you with Toosi. You know what you doing. So, I'm not even finna get into that. We finna get into the other subject, though. Let's move on. All right, next on the docket, we're taking this story to New York, where we got an update on the suspected shooter in the United Healthcare CEO killing. He was arrested at McDonald's after a worker recognized him from pics, reportedly had 4 fake IDs and a manifesto on him. Let's get into this story. More information is being released about the arrest of the alleged killer of Brian Thompson, the United Healthcare CEO. According to the New York Post, the man in question was arrested after a worker at McDonald's recognized him from the viral pictures and contacted police. The suspected shooter had made it about 280 miles from Manhattan to Altoona, Pennsylvania, when he decided to stop for a little Big Mac meal. As he was ordering, one of the workers reportedly recognized the man from the pictures NYPD released to the public, so he went to the back to call the police. When the police arrived, they detained the 26-year-old man and found some alarming things that confirmed their thoughts about him being the suspected shooter. The man was found with a gun on him that allegedly matched the gun used in the shooting. They also found a silencer and a manifesto note. They also found 4 fake IDs in his bag, one of which police believe was used in New York around the time of the murder. Authorities are still trying to figure out the man's true identity, given that he has been using fake IDs this entire time. In New York, y'all better had to been to pay this employee, this McDonald's employee that gave y'all this information. I think it was $10K y'all was offering for the information of this young man to find out his whereabouts and who he is and that thing of that nature. So this McDonald's employee turned him in. He found him, okay, he turned him in. Did y'all pay him his money yet? I want to know. Because these people real life be out here turning people in thinking they finna get some money. And some people I done heard ain't never seen a dime of that money. But y'all done turned somebody in thinking that y'all was gonna get some money. Out here putting your lives in danger for some money. Y'all should have turned them in anyway without being like egged on to tell because you're getting money. You're getting rewarded for it. No, tell because an innocent life was taken. Okay, an innocent life was taken, and this man needs to be up off the streets because he's unhinged. That's what you should have been telling for. But y'all niggas be telling for the reward money, and you don't even get it. The police department, New York, ain't even studying you. They'll sit over here and say, "Oh, we offering a 10K reward, 20K reward," and you ain't gonna never see a dime of that. But they got their man though. They got who they was looking for because they know that y'all ain't gonna do right. They know that the American people ain't gonna do right really and turn nobody in for real. They're gonna be like, nah, let the police do their job, which the police need to do. You need to do your fucking job. Go do your job and find that man, okay? But y'all knew by throwing a little money out there, putting some in somebody's pockets, making it seem like you finna give somebody some free money, they was gonna do that. They was gonna turn that young man in. Y'all pretty much be having people work for y'all with the incentive of y'all finna give money. But I done heard from fellow people out here, Tallahassee Police Department was looking for a man not too long ago and was offering a $500 reward. A girl turned that young man in. She didn't know who he was. Do you think the police department paid her that $500? She was on Facebook fussing like, it's been 2 weeks and I ain't got my $500. Yeah, you ain't finna get it. You ain't finna get it. They be putting that out there, be putting these fake rewards out here like they gonna pay y'all, but no, they actually trying to make y'all do their job. They don't want to have to search and use the manpower and the man hours to go out there and do what they're supposed to do. They use the people, the American people, and how they use y'all with the incentive of money. For the love of money, y'all gonna sell your soul. I promise you. I promise you. Now, NYPD, I hope you paid this man his money because he did what was required of him. And I'm so glad that y'all caught this sick fucker who killed that man, Brian Thompson. I'm so glad that you caught this sick fucker and got him up off the streets. Point blank, period. I don't care what his motive was. I don't care what his reasoning was for taking another man's life. He shouldn't have took another man's life. That's point blank, period. Lock him up and throw away the key because I don't believe in the death penalty. So lock him up and throw away the key. 26 years old, or did they say 25? I don't care. He in his 20s and he's young and dumb and it threw his life away. Now you finna be gone for the rest of your life because you was angry. Instead of just taking a walk, taking a little breather, praying about it to God first. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Talk to God. A lot of y'all will be, out of a lot of shit that y'all be doing if you would just talk to God first. Calm down and talk to God. Now you done threw your life away because you were angry. Well, good riddance, because we don't need angry people like you who can't control their emotions out on the street, out here just killing people because you're having a bad day. We don't need people like that out here on the streets. You're unhinged. And to the family of Brian Thompson, I know that this ain't gonna bring Brian back, but this should give y'all a little bit of closure to know that they done caught this man's killer and got his ass up off the street and he can't harm nobody else. Okay? Prayers to Mr. Thompson's family, and I'm so glad that they caught this son of a bitch. Let's move on to our next story. And the last story that we gotta talk about for today is coming straight out of New York as well. Jay-Z has already begun to make his move. He files for a motion for the rape accuser's identity to be revealed. Jay-Z is calling for the woman suing him and Diddy for alleged rape to reveal her identity instead of pursuing the case anonymously, according to TMZ. In court documents filed, Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, argued, "Fair is fair. It's not right, just, or in line with federal rules for the plaintiff and her legal team to tarnish Jay-Z's good name in secret." The filing also emphasizes Jay-Z's impeccable reputation, noting he's never faced any accusations of sexual misconduct. I am so happy that you said that. Talk about impeccable reputation. What impeccable reputation? Jay-Z got the same reputation as Diddy and R. Kelly. His shit just ain't caught up with him yet. Okay? And we don't know if this is the chickens coming home to roost in this case. So impeccable reputation. Nah. You putting a stretch on that one. Let's just say he ain't never got caught up legally. He never got caught up legally. Let's just say that. But Jay-Z has the same reputation as his peers. Come on now. All right, now let's stop. We ain't gonna talk about the rumors, but we've heard the rumors. Just like with Diddy, we heard all this stuff, and now I just feel like it's time. It's time for all this, the lies and all the truth to be revealed. The plaintiff initially filed her lawsuit against Diddy in October, claiming he and another unnamed celebrity raped her at a VMA after party in 2000 when she was 13. And in December, she refiled the case naming Jay-Z as the alleged unnamed individual. Jay-Z has strongly denied the allegations, accusing the woman and her lawyer, Tony Busby, of attempting to extort him to avoid exposing his name publicly. And guys, that might have been a typo from the neighborhood talk, because the way that sentence is set up, it looked like it should have been said her name publicly, not his name publicly. But let's get back to the matter at hand. Jay-Z is not going down without a fight. He using his money to protect his rights, and he using his money to save his motherfucking life. Tony Busby, I suggest if you ain't got an ironclad case on Jay-Z, go ahead and back out now, fat, because he got the money to save himself. I'm just gonna be honest. He got the money to save himself. So if you don't have ironclad evidence that Jay-Z was there on the night that this woman is claiming that she was raped back in 2000, okay? If you don't have ironclad evidence that Jay-Z was there and he did what this little bitch said he did, back out now, because you finna lose your license. I'm finna tell you that right now. He finna prosecute you to the fullest, and your ass might be losing your license. You might not be able to practice law in America ever again after Jay-Z is done with you. So please have ironclad evidence against this man while you out here putting up all these lawsuits against Diddy, and now you coming after Jay-Z. You better have some motherfucking evidence that's gonna stick to these motherfuckers, because if not, you finna lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job because you ain't doing the proper research on your clients. Oh my God. Don't be an ambulance chaser for real and lose your license around here fucking off trying to make one of these stories stick. Do some research. Did you research this case? Did you research this client? Did you research this woman? Do you know anything about her? Like, come on, bro. Y'all need to have evidence. We need evidence now. We don't need accusations and false claims. We need evidence now. Okay? That's it. That's all. I ain't rooting for Jay-Z. All I'm saying is this is a billionaire that y'all are trying to attack. All right? Just like y'all was doing with Diddy. This is a billionaire that y'all are trying to attack. Please be aware that this man is going to use his billionaire status to try to get out of this case. He's going to use his billionaire status to try to get out of this. So if you ain't got no evidence, no iron-tight evidence against him, ironclad evidence against him, you might as well go ahead and hang this up and wrap your license up. Okay? That's it. That's all. Well, that's all that Auntie got to talk to y'all about for today. I got some more coming for you later on. You know how I do. Do all the things that I told you to do in the beginning of this video, because I'm not going to repeat myself, my babies. I love y'all. I got some more coming for you later on, and I'll be seeing you soon. Y'all be kind to one another out here, all right? I love you. Bye.